Alright. Hello, everybody. Foxman checking in for another episode of Foxman Fiddles. And there goes the music kicking in, too. Alright, yeah, let's get ready to build something. Alright, that's the kind of music you're like, it kicks in as soon as, like, a montage starts up of, like, some home renovation, right? Like Homes on Homes or something like that. Or Jimmy Carter coming to help you build a house. That's the kind of music that plays. And you get all pumped up. You're like, yeah, let's put in some studs, man. These rafters are going in right now. Anyways, enough of that. Foxman Fiddles scraps. Okay, that sounds kind of really dangerous. Like you're going to cut off your wiener or poke your eye out. So don't fiddle with scraps in real life. Unless you have the Scraps video game and it's your real life, then you should go and fiddle with it as well, because I think it's a fun game. That's why I'm fiddling it. I've played a little bit and I want people to know about it. Anyways, what is it? The best, most succinct way I can think of putting it is it's like a marriage of Twisted Metal and Kerbal Space Program. Alright, the Kerbal Space Program will be very evident, and then in future builds of the game the Twisted Metal will be evident, because right now there's no multiplayer single player. We just have the vehicle editor. Alright, so I'm gonna go in here. You don't need to read this stuff because I'm gonna explain it, and you can read it when you get the game yourself, maybe, or you could have just paused the video. Anyways, before I jump into it completely, I just should get this stuff out of the way because I'm gonna forget about it later. But this is a solo development project. One man is doing it, which I think is pretty awesome, because it's, even in its early demo days, as it is, you can see right now, and we'll see throughout the rest of this video, it's, you know, got a fair amount of polish. Like, it's a pretty simple but pretty good looking game. Like, it doesn't look broken, which is nice. Anyways, what was I gonna say? The game is being developed by Bill Borman. For all you peoples that live in New Zealand, he's a fellow Kiwi you can go hang out with, maybe drink some beer with him. I don't know, maybe he doesn't drink beer, and I shouldn't be saying go drink beer with or hang out with him, because maybe he doesn't like to hang out with people. But all I'm saying is, go New Zealand, go Commonwealth, woo, brother from another mother, what's up from Canada? Let's get Britain in here and freaking Australia, and we'll all hang out. America, you can come too, I guess. And everybody else, let's all just party. Anyways, so it's like we start. You can see here we've got select chassis screen. It's driving you crazy. You're like, oh my god, just play the freaking game already, Fox. Well, before we play it, we gotta build our vehicle. That's where the whole kind of Kerbal Space Program aspect comes in. And for those of you who are not familiar with that game, it's basically you have a bunch of different components. You assemble them together as best you can to make a spacecraft worthy of whatever your mission is, right? This game, our mission is just like pure annihilation and destruction. So we're gonna put a bunch of components together so that we can do that. Or it's not necessarily our mission. Maybe we just want to go fast. Either way, just to keep it simple, let's start with a small chassis, just so we can kind of jump in. Now you can see on this screen, again, we start with the chassis. You got to start with the chassis. But with future builds of the game, or maybe kind of closer to final, from what you can read on the website, which is scrapsgame.com, right now we can only have a chassis with wheels. But what Bill has said is that hopefully in the future you also have tracks, like on a tank, or even potentially a hovercraft. Which is really cool. I think that's the right direction to go. So everybody go buy this game, give him money so that he can go and spend time and implement that already. Because I'm gonna tell you, having a hovercraft with cannons and stuff is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Anyways, so for now in this demo, we've only got the wheels, which is fine. Like Kerbal Space Program, you also gotta get a cockpit going on. And like dudes who are completely controlled by their cock, this vehicle is going to be completely controlled by its cock. You can only have one. There's only one control center, and it's this cock. This is my cock. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without my cock, I am nothing. Without me, my cock is nothing. You know how it goes. Anyways, that's enough of that monkey business. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I apologize. Because this is actually a game that you want to play with your kids. If you're a dad or even your mom and you like to play video games with your kids, or like kind of you just hang out while they're playing them, this is actually a really good game for that because it teaches them physics. It's simple. It teaches creativity, kind of problem solving, all those good things you actually want your kids to know. But it's fun. If I had this kind of game when I was a kid, I'd go crazy. Like if you ever played Lego Racer as a kid, you get to build your little car and race it around the track. This is like it, but better. Maybe better. It will be better. And I think actually there might be intention to have kind of actual race tracks in the distant future. But for the most part, the game is going to be kind of like an arena type mode, you know, deathmatch. I don't know if he mentioned about team deathmatch, but that would be a logical thing to have. And I don't imagine that would take too much extra coding. Anyways, family fun, right? This is the kind of game that, you know, like this in Minecraft, you don't mind your kids playing. So we've got our cockpit. And then the other components, we can do pretty much as we want. So you've got your armor up top here. Right now we only have a light armor and a cow catcher, which is pretty awesome. I'm just going to put that on right now. Oh, and you can see here, take it off, the little red cross there is the center of mass. So when I put this on the front, it moves the center of mass forward. You can control it. If you don't want to see that, you can just take it off here. As well, we've got these sliders here for our suspension. Bow, bow, bow. I feel like I should have some heavy beats playing. And that's the back suspension, and then you can link the suspension too. So you move bow, bow, drop it like it's hot. Anyways, then you can do that, and you can also freeze physics. And what that is, so when I take this shit off, you can see how the vehicle doesn't move now. And when you start getting on and building these crazy zany contraptions and stuff, you might be like tipping the vehicle over in this demo builder, which you don't necessarily want to do. So you can freeze the physics, and then when you actually go out to race them, you know, physics is gonna wreak havoc on you. But hey, that's part of the game, is it lets you build essentially whatever you want. It could suck, it could be great, who cares? It's your vehicle. The only restriction is, and the game will tell you this before you go to test it, you can't have components blocking your cockpit. Or at least you can, but you need at least a minimum of 40% visibility. Which, you know, is fine. It has to do with the cameras and stuff like that. But anyways, that's the main restriction, one of the main restrictions, other than only having one cockpit and one chassis. So there we go. We got a nice cow catcher on there. The blocks here, these are essentially just structural components that you can use to, again, get creative. Because right now, if I were to try to put on other components like this large cannon, actually, I don't think I can't put this large cannon on right now, right? So like, well, that sucks because I really want to use a large cannon. So I could go in and take some of these blocks. I'll just take these, and if you right click, you can rotate your components. And if I just click this like that, the component's gone, right? But if I hold down control while I click, it keeps the component that you just add. So you can keep, you know, so you don't have to keep clicking over to the left side, right? Anyways, now if I go to my weapon, large cannon, boom, I've got a few places to mount it there, right? But that's rear heavy. Now my center of mass is back there. Maybe you don't care, but that's gonna play into how your vehicle moves around. You also notice in the top right here, we've got these kind of characteristics of our vehicle that change dynamically as we add and remove components. So if I am to, I need an engine, so let me go pick my engine. We got small, medium, and large. You can also see when you hover over these, it tells you the scrap used is kind of like a certain sort of metric. And where it's not relevant right now, but eventually in the multiplayer mode, when you play online with your friends and stuff, the host of the match can set parameters. So you can say you can only use 10,000 scrap total, or each piece of scrap will eventually also have a cost associated with it, or a price. So you could say you can only have $10,000 worth of scrap, that kind of thing, right? So it makes you get a little more creative with your build. It limits things a bit. You gotta get zany, and it just makes sure that, I don't know, people aren't going too crazy and taking too long. I think as well you can also set a time limit on how long you have to build your little vehicle, and you can even limit specific components. So maybe you only want people using small engines or large engines or something. So that's gonna be fun. I can't wait for that. But this is all stuff to come. That's what she said. That was bad. Anyways, because this is a smaller chassis, I'm just gonna sneak this guy back in here. So now you can see our max, our power is 0.14 kilowatts. If I take this off, we're 0. Right? If I were to add on another engine right here, we go up to 0.28. Though our efficiency goes down to 82%. If I remove this, we're at 100% efficiency. Again, something to keep in mind. You want to be more efficient. What else? Of course, the scrap used number goes up, and our mass goes up a couple hundred kilograms as well. And yes, you can change in the options from metric to imperial. You imperial scum. I'm joking. I can use both because Canada's like that. We kind of go in between both. But I'm doing the old kilograms and the kilometers per hour. Anyways, we got our engine. Now, the weapon, you saw I was playing with this cannon. If I put this on like that, max power drain, 3.6 kilowatts. Let's go and test this right now, because I don't think I'll be able to use this. Here you can see, just tells you you can control the vehicle keyboard and mouse, or if you have a gamepad, you can use that as well. I have a gamepad sitting in my lap, my Xbox 360 controller, so I'm going to use that. Makes it a little easier. So, okay, I'll just show you the basics right now. Right trigger is go, joystick, left joystick is turn about, right joystick we can change our view. Left triggers, brake and reverse and all that. If I do my right bumper, I can switch between weapons, although I've only got one weapon right now. And you can also switch between combinations of weapons, which I'll show you shortly. The last thing, that's weird. Oh, if you click left on the thumbstick, it'll center you back, to the center of the screen, or center of your vehicle, right? I'm looking over here, I click down, boom, it's back over here. And then if I press A, you can hear a little clicking. I can't shoot. Why? Because the power output of our engine is less than that of the required power of this huge cannon. So I can't even fire it. So let's go back. Build screen. So you can see max power drain is 3.6 kilowatts. Power in is 1.14 kilowatts. So if I'll show you. So the engine produces a little power, but what I can also do is add generators and capacitors. And generators I think are somehow linked to the engine. And I only say this because I work in the power industry, right? And it's like the way one of our thermal facilities works is you got a combustion turbine or some you could have a steam turbine, or in some of them we have combustion turbine and a steam turbine in a cogeneration. Or sorry, that's a combined cycle, not a cogeneration. Though we do have cogeneration, which is like producing power. A cogeneration is where you produce more than one thing. So we're like a cogeneration, you produce electricity and something else. And often we do electricity and steam, because people use steam in like processing and all that stuff, right? Like a paper mill, they use electricity and they use steam. Combined cycle is where you have like more than one way of producing that electricity, right? So we'll have a combustion turbine, and we also have a steam turbine. The steam turbine doesn't produce steam. It uses steam to produce the electricity, just to get that straight for you. So like basically you've got a turbine that's being run by the fuel. Let's say the natural gas goes through the turbine blade, spins it, and all that, or well, you know, part of that process. And then it's spinning the shaft, and the shaft of the turbine is connected to the generator. That causes the generator spin and create a, you know, the whole electromagnetic charge and all that bullshit. And that's where the actual electricity is generated, and then that is sent off to the switchyard, and then that goes off the transmission line, and then it goes out into the grid, and you got power. Whoop-de-doo. So that's my understanding of generators, basically. Capacitors, I don't work with capacitors, because here you've got, you can see power in 5200 watts, power capacity 15,000 joules, whereas this has no power in. It's not, it doesn't concern itself with the engine. So I don't quite know it, but we can just add these dudes on. So when I go and add, let's see if can I add one there? Yeah. So now, there we go. Let's see if we can add one of these generators as well. These can only sit, oh, they can sit right there. Oh, right, okay, my bad. I understand how this works now. I had to figure it out. So, the weapons need a certain amount of power just to friggin' fire. But the power capacity is like, you know, how frequently we can fire and shit. So I take this away, and oh wait, that's a generator. If I take this away, it reduces our power capacity. It doesn't change our power in, right? So if I take these both away, I need more. I need large generators. Let's just go like this so I can show you. See, now our max power drain is in the green. When it's in the yellow, that's no good, basically. So there we go. So let me show you something. Test. So in the bottom right corner, we got our mega joules, 34.5. So when I fire, boom! Oh my god! I'm holding down the A button, right? Our mega joules, they recharge pretty quickly because we've got two beefy generators and we're only using one gun. If I were to add many more of these guns, it would drain very quickly if I continue to fire, to the point where I have to wait much longer in between shots. Something to keep in mind. Also, this is pretty awesome. I'm going in reverse with the whole friggin' Newton's laws of physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force from the gun, boom, the kickback. Although it's having trouble getting back up this hill. Anyways, somebody in the comments is gonna come along with a friggin' smart and elegant and succinct ass explanation as to generators and capacitors and all that mumbo jumbo. But either way, you need generators and capacitors to power your friggin' weapons. Okay. So let's go back, because this is very silly. We're actually gonna do a new one. No, I don't want to save. The medium chassis. I'm hoping maybe we'll get larger chassis, but really you're not limited so much by the chassis. Just put our cockpit right in there. Hey. Oh, right there. There we go. I'm gonna get me a big old engine like that. And I want some wings. I want some wings. Let's go like this. You cannot fly. And when I say wings, I'm just thinking visual aesthetic. You can also see, look at my center mass. More like center of ass, am I right? Girl, back that center of ass mass up. Center of mass ass up. Oh yeah. You want to hit on a girl, be like, man, I love the center of mass on your ass. She'd be like, what? And you can be like, yeah, back it up. Give me a little twerky dirk dirk donk donk honk honk. And she'd be like, what? And then you'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry. And then a guy's going to come along and he's going to punch you in the face. And you're going to be like, what? And I'm like, I told you so, man. Don't say it. And then you'll be like, but you told me to say it. And I'm like, dude, never listen to somebody who posts videos on YouTube. Unless it's michaelalfox. In which case, that's some certified advice. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's get, we can do some funky things. Actually, you know what? Let's do some funky things. Let's go like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you something nifty here too. A time saver for when you're getting really zany with this. Oopsies. Really zany with this. So, if you pick I can remove these one by one, but if you pick the item that's at the base of this kind of structure, like the connecting to the chassis, boom. And this is where you might want to turn on the freeze physics thing, because I am not done this yet. I'm just going to freeze physics. Here's what I'm going to do. Take this. And then I'm going to put it back, but I'm going to hold control. There we go. And now I'm going to rotate it. Put that sucker there. And then we can just go in quickly. Like so. And like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of... You know, I feel like we need another engine somewhere. We just put it right on top. Cool. We need another. You know what? Another might be okay. That's not a bad idea. Let's build an apartment building of engines. This is gonna fall over. This is the problem. I can build this, but physics is gonna be like, son, no. This ain't my first rodeo. And that's basically gonna be, oh my god. How much do I weigh? Oh my goodness, I weigh a lot. And my efficiency is 38%. This is redonkulous. Let's get physical. I wanna hear your body talk. Where are my generators? Generate your breath. Accelerate your breath. How many is that? 6? Hey. Ding dong. Don't be a ding dong. Okay. Might as well get some capacitors in here. I don't even know. There's 6 of those as well, for good measure. You know, anytime you go out on a trip, you gotta make sure you got enough capacitors. It'd be a real pain in the butt if you ran out of capacitors. And then we're just gonna get a bunch of weapons, so... Like, let's just do oopsies. 2, 4, 5. Wait, that's 4. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get a medium one in here. Oh, we can't put it there. Let's do a whole row. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. Medium machine gun. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, look at some medium cannons too. Why not? Actually, you know what? 6. And then we'll put the medium cannons like back like that. Yeah. Tits McGee. Whoa. I call this one the War Admiral. And of course, yeah, in the bottom right corner, you can save this stuff. I might as well save it. Gavin default, Timmy default. Who are these? I didn't do those. War Admiral. Is that how you spell Admiral? It is now. Let's test this sucker. Alright. So look at our mega joules adding up. Oh, I gotta use my controller. I don't have to, but I'm gonna turn very slowly. I don't want this thing to fall over. Actually, it's fairly well balanced thanks to my wings. I don't think I can tip it over. I really don't. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, Peter. Oh, Peter. I can't really see too well because of these. I can change my view, sort of, but not really. I'm trying to think. Where do I want to go? Die, you Nazi scums! You're evil. Die, you boxes. I hate boxes. I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, so now you can see in the bottom right, my mega joules are actually slowly draining. So this is something you gotta keep in mind when you're fighting all your buddies. You know, I've got a lot of power. I could put more guns on this thing. I think I probably should. But the more guns I put on without putting on the generators and capacitors. See now. See now I'm hardly getting to fire my cannons. This thing is going spastic. This thing is surprisingly well balanced. I thought this was gonna like maybe. It's so quiet. You can't even hear the engines. Are those hybrids? Oh, maybe it's because I got my sound on fairly low. This is fun though. This is good. Okay, let's try build screen. We gotta get this thing like armored up, like seriously armored up. So let's just do. We need more. Okay, that's about good. Now let's make my life a little easier. Duplicate. And I wish you could rotate in, like we're rotating, is it the y-axis is like the horizontal axis and the x-axis is the vertical, or is it y the vertical axis and x? It's been a while since I graphed something. But, you know, I'd like to stack this up there, but I can't. So, I don't even know. Let's just, like, see what this does. This is gonna mess us up good and oh, this is why you want to freeze the physics, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! Stop that. That's cool. See, look at. I don't even think our rear wheels are touching. So what we should do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's remove this guy for now. Let's take this guy, copy, paste, copy, paste. We gotta get our center of mass back to normal. Okay. That's not quite normal. Not yet. We want it in the center of the cock. You want your mass in the center of the cock. It just makes sense. Okay. Getting there. Is it there? Are we there yet? Let's go like this. Still not there? The center of mass is moving up. It's not moving back. I want it to move back, man. Move back. Still moving up. That's pretty good, I guess. I just realized how absurd this is. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? Max power. Oh, sugar. We need more power. Well, I didn't really think of that now, did I? Let's get some more generators, I guess. Put one right there. 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 Sure. That looks dope. Save as War Admiral. And let's test this sucker out. Holy shnikes. Which way is forward? Alright, there we go. Okay, I see. Millennium Falcon, watch out. Okay, it's pedal to the metal. These armor plates are really freaking heavy. Are we topping out yet? Okay, let's fire this beast. There we go. This is nice. Yeah, see, those extra generators are really helping the guns out. I can barely turn. This is like one of those big old platforms that moves at 5 kilometers an hour to carry the space shuttles to the launch pad. They move so slow because they're so big. Am I gonna break? Okay, I broke 30. That's fine. Alright, that's fun and all. I want to build. We're gonna do a new one. We're gonna just build something that, see how fast we can get it. I'm not exactly sure with the whole efficiency thing how that's gonna play, but I'm just gonna do like just the cockpit and a few, or my engines, and a few of these. One. Let's try. Actually, wait. Oh, oopsies! I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Move this guy forward so that our center of mass is a little more center. It's probably gonna fall over, but I just want to see how fast we can get this puppy going, right? Without anything weighing it down, just engine and chassis. Oh, all right. So it's probably gonna fall over when we turn. Oh, yep, there. Oh my god. Oh, help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh my god. Okay, but it resets. I know somewhere there's kind of like a flat sort of area where we can just kind of go straight. Because these hills, they have eyes, man, and they're gonna send me into like hell. Just keep. I can't land anything. Can't even do an ollie. Oh, I'm backwards. We want to go this way. Maybe it's this way. Let's go this way. I know it's somewhere. The plains of Terabithia, or the bridge to Terabithia, or I think it's this way. I think we're going the right direction. We just need to get there. I could just go slow and we'll get there. Like slow and steady wins the race, you know, the whole tortoise and the hare. Problem is, I ain't got no patience, man. Alright, here we go. This is what I want. I do know as well there are gonna be like different maps and stuff eventually. Oh god. Oh. I can't do an ollie, but I almost did a 540 thingy or something. But yeah, there's gonna be, you know, different levels or maps and stuff for when you're fighting off against your buddies. And I think at some point there might be like racetracks as well. But again, you know, a lot of these things are dependent on how much support the game gets. So go out and buy it, because I want it to get a lot of stuff. All right. Oh my God, we were up to 350 something. But these little hills, we gotta find a perfectly straight flat, because I can't correct my course when we're getting up to those speeds. That's like, you see a guy on one of those like little speed bikes and they hit a little pebble and they just start wobbling. Once you start wobbling, it's like done. Holy shit. I got up to 440 and that was like halfway. I was still accelerating. So if we can Go all the way across the map. Just back that center of mass ass up. Ready, set, go! Alright, don't hit any bumps. What do we, okay, 400. I think we can probably break 500. Oh, shit. Shit, it sucks! Slows down as soon as you catch any air. Alright. I'm gonna try once more. I'm gonna try once more. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll quit being a quitter. Get up. There we go. Move slightly to the left here. Maybe there are no bumps in this path. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can see a bump straight ahead there. Let's go like here. Go. Kame. I see a fucking giant hill is what I see. Shit. Ah! Why, God? Why? Why? I can't wait till there's actual damage in this game. I don't know if I talked about this, and it's a big, important thing, so if I've been rambling so long that I've forgotten what I've said, I apologize, but in the multiplayer mode, when you're fighting against your friends and stuff, and you can actually take damage and components fall off, other people can go and collect those components and then drive off to a designated repair area in the map and then further customize their vehicle. Whereas you, if you die, like if you get shot in the cock and it blows up, you're dead, so it'll spawn your original vehicle. But if you can manage to survive and keep adding components from other people that you're destroying, like, you're gonna be one strong mofo. So that's a really cool thing. I like that a lot. So again, please get the game, give them funding, because I want to play with you guys when it gets to the multiplayer level of the game. Like, we can actually, there's that component in the game. I'm gonna play, I'm gonna beat your asses silly, and you're gonna like it. And we're all gonna have a fun time, and I'm gonna stream or whatever, and we're just gonna laugh and giggle like schoolgirls. Doesn't that sound fun? I think it does. Anyways, oh shit. This would be a good area. Oh, is this a bump? 4, 6. Oh my God, there's a jump? What? Oh my God. Oh, hi, Mark. Alright, anyways, I think that's gonna have to do it. You guys are probably chomping at the bit to go and have some fun, so go check out the website scrapsgame.com. It's got links to all the good stuff there and the Kickstarter and all that, but you can download the game there. It is PC, Mac, and Linux right now. I don't imagine there's going to be console development, at least not for quite a ways, unless it gets a ton of support, but who knows. So go check that out, and of course links and all that stuff in the description below. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a fun time. I will see you guys in the next video, the next Foxman Fiddles. We're gonna have a riot, and until then, peace out.